You know, one of the things that Moovy.ca would like to explore is this idea of mentorship. And in a kind of a broad brushstroke way, is there any advice you could give Moovy.ca when we're grappling with how we can, as an online community, support the idea of mentorship?
Well, just a few thoughts that come to mind, Patty, are this. In my experience, mentorship needs to be personally tailored to the individual's needs. You can't sort of dictate what mentorship is to everybody in a sort of a blanket way. When we say we offer mentorship, it is offered in a sort of a time frame. And when some people consider mentorship, they think of it more in a long-term relationship. Some people I've talked to, and these are filmmakers who've not gone through a program, I've asked them, okay, well, have you ever had a mentor? And they have to think back and, you know, maybe not as a director, but there was an editor that I worked with once who really helped me see the light, you know, and so mentorship can mean very different things to different people. So I think that's something that Moovy.ca could keep in mind when developing pathways to mentorship. It's that it's a very individual experience.
How important is it for women filmmakers in the industry in general to have a mentor?
I think it's critical to have a mentor for anyone in this industry. The industry is so fluid and so there are formulas, there are rules and criteria, but it's such a personal, people-driven industry that the landscape shifts and changes all the time. So I think it's critical to have mentorship at every stage of your career, no matter whether you're at the very beginning or more seasoned, that you can always stand to have a little mentorship. And it, as I said before, it's individual and it can be as short or as long term as you want it to be, but I think everybody can benefit from some kind of mentorship.
So you've been with the program since the beginning?
I'm one of the co-creators of the program.
Okay. I didn't know how you identified yourself. Some people don't like the word founder.
It's a little stodgy.
Yes.
I guess you could say I'm
co-creator.
I'm a co-creator, or co-founder, whatever.
Yeah. So what over this time, what have been some aha moments for you as you've been watching filmmakers go through the program?
Oh, I have continual aha moments.
Like we're still going.
Yeah, that's brilliant. No, I have to say that I have never stopped learning throughout this whole process, and I am grateful for that. It's continual learning, and I think that that's one of the things that keeps it fresh for me. Every year we have a new group of women directors coming through our program, and I've gone through it over a dozen times, and you know, I've seen a few scenarios play themselves out, but you know, everyone is individual, and I learn something new from every group, from every individual that goes through the program, and I'm grateful for that because it keeps me humble, and it keeps and it keeps me respectful of the individuals in the process, because it's really all about them taking their careers to another level, and by virtue of being witness to that, I've learned a great deal and continue to, and I'm really grateful for that. One thing that I've learned over the course of the time that I've been working on this project is that trust is one of the critical points of this industry. Building trust, earning trust, losing trust, earning it back, and confidence. And so those are really critical things to work on, and if I could give some advice to folks who are watching this, I would say that one thing that you have complete control over is the level of trust you have in yourself and your ability to build confidence for yourself and for your work in the industry. And there are lots of ways to do that. You know, there are really clear behaviors that inspire trust, and it can be learned and earned. So that's something that I've learned and would really advocate for people just to think about. It's one of those things that's the first gut reaction that sometimes we can't articulate, but it's based on trust.
So, okay, I know this is really hard, but just for fun, you may not find it that fun, but just in a playful moment, if I was to take that and say, okay, Carol, in your experience working with filmmakers, and let's just say directors, to be specific, when a director walks into the room and starts talking about their project, what is it about that person that spills over into that area of starting to build that bridge of trust?
Exactly.
What is it about that person?
Well,
if you could describe
that's a really good question, Patty. I think if I could completely articulate that, I would be earning lots and lots of money as a personal coach, a career coach, which I probably I should keep that a secret and charge you for it.
Yeah, I'll keep it.
In fact, I do know.
Yeah, what? And I'm not telling. but can you, in like the characteristics of a person like that? What are those characteristics?
One thing, and we said this yesterday at the panel, and I'll share this because it's already public, is that you should know who you are. If that person walking in that room knows who they actually are, and that person actually comes with the body,
that's a
first good sign.
That's how they're connected, the person and the body.
That's a first good sign.
So having a sense of oneself is very important. What are some other characteristics of a person that is able to build trust around their work or their peers?
I think that this, and I said earlier that our program is process driven. It's also in how you implement the process. And so building the trust on track record, and if you have people who you've started to build relationships with, it's kind of a 100th monkey thing again, that the more people you build relationships with and build a track record with, the more the trust grows. Because in this industry, people talk to each other. Don't ever think that they don't. People are always sharing notes, sharing experiences, and so I think it's really important to keep that in mind, that your relationships are far more outreaching than you probably have
that we're
awareness
aware
of.
Yeah. So are you saying it's in many cases it's equally the person as it is the project that draws other people to them?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And if that person has an air about them that you feel you'd be safe in their hands, that they're going to deliver, that they're going to make it fun. It's not going to be a painful process. Those are important things. And you know something? Those things, as I said before, those things can be learned and practiced and are.
That's great. Thank you, Carol.
You're welcome.